Think you're part of the 7% club? This video contains the full answers and explanations to our most watched 4% difficulty questions from Season 1. If you want to test yourself first, the short version with no answers is linked below. Let's see how many you actually get right.
Number 14.
Only 4% of people get this right. Which TV show featured Timothée Chalamet before he became a movie star? Is it A. Gossip Girl, B. Modern Family, C. Stranger Things, or D. Riverdale? Comment your answer below. It's not Stranger Things. Though he'd fit right in with the Hawkins crew, Timothée never appeared in the hit Netflix series. The show did, however, launch careers for other young stars around the same time he was breaking out. It's not Modern Family. That one's known for comedy and family chaos, but Chalamet's acting roots leaned more toward drama and indie projects. No cameos from him in the Dunphy household. Think you're 7% club material? Subscribe and prove it tomorrow. And it's not Riverdale, the dark teen mystery show based on Archie comics. While Chalamet could easily play a brooding Riverdale character, he never joined that cast either. The correct answer is Gossip Girl. Before his big screen fame, Timothée Chalamet appeared in the hit teen drama Gossip Girl in 2012, playing Serena van der Woodsen's friend, a snarky classmate named Oscar. It was a blink and you miss it role, but it showed off his early charm and confidence. Years before Call Me By Your Name made him an international star. Missed this one? Catch today's question. Links pinned in the comments.
Number 13.
Only 4% of people get this right. Who played Tony Soprano? Is it A. Ray Liotta, B. Joe Pesci, C. James Gandolfini, or D. Al Pacino? Comment your answer below. It's not Ray Liotta. Even though he's closely associated with mob roles and starred in Goodfellas, he never portrayed Tony Soprano. His performances helped define the genre, but this iconic TV character wasn't one of them. It's not Joe Pesci. Pesci is famous for playing volatile, fast-talking mobsters in classic films, but his characters were very different in tone and scale. Tony Soprano required long-form emotional depth that Pesci never explored on television. Think you're 7% club material? Subscribe and prove it tomorrow. And it's not Al Pacino. Pacino is one of the most legendary actors in crime film history, especially for The Godfather. But despite many comparisons, he never played Tony Soprano and was never part of that series. The correct answer is James Gandolfini. Gandolfini brought Tony Soprano to life on the groundbreaking HBO series The Sopranos, redefining television drama. His performance blended brutality, vulnerability, and dark humor, turning Tony Soprano into one of the most complex and influential characters in TV history. Missed this one? Catch today's question. Links pinned in the comments.
Number 12.
Only 4% of people get this right. Which empire ruled Egypt before Alexander the Great? Is it A, the Persian, B, the Roman, C, the Ottoman, or D, the Macedonian? Comment your answer below. It's not the Macedonian Empire. Alexander the Great created the Macedonian rule in Egypt after he arrived. The Macedonians didn't control Egypt beforehand. They only ruled once Alexander conquered the region and installed his own governors. It's not the Ottoman Empire. The Ottomans didn't rise to power until the 1300s, nearly 1,700 years after Alexander lived. They ruled Egypt much later in history, long after the ancient empires had fallen. Think you're 7% club material? Subscribe and prove it tomorrow. And it's not the Roman Empire. While Rome eventually took control of Egypt after the fall of the Ptolemaic dynasty, this happened centuries after Alexander's conquest. Julius Caesar and later Augustus came into the picture well after the Macedonian period began. The correct answer is the Persian Empire. Before Alexander the Great conquered Egypt in 332 BCE, the region was under the control of the Achaemenid Persian Empire. The Persians ruled Egypt as a province, and their control was so significant that Alexander's arrival was seen by many Egyptians as liberation from Persian rule, helping him gain support and secure his swift victory. Missed this one? Catch today's question. Links pinned in the comments.
Number 11.
Only 4% of people get this right. What is the capital of Finland? Is it A. Oslo, B. Helsinki, C. Stockholm, or D. Copenhagen? Comment your answer below. It's not Copenhagen. Even though Copenhagen is a major Nordic capital, it belongs to Denmark, not Finland. The Scandinavian countries are often mixed up because of how close they are geographically, but this one isn't the match. It's not Stockholm. Stockholm is the capital of Sweden and one of the most well-known cities in the region. Because it's so famous, many people mistakenly pick it when asked about Nordic capitals, but it's not the one we're looking for. Think you're 7% club material? Subscribe and prove it tomorrow. And it's not Oslo. While Oslo is the capital of Norway, it has no political connection to Finland. The two countries don't even share a border, so Oslo is definitely not Finland's capital. The correct answer is Helsinki. Helsinki is the capital and largest city of Finland, located along the country's southern coast on the Gulf of Finland. Known for its modern architecture and beautiful seaside views, it's the political, cultural, and economic center of the nation. Missed this one? Catch today's question. Links pinned in the comments.
Number 10.
Only 4% of people get this right. What is the tallest tree species on Earth? Is it A. Giant sequoia, B. Douglas fir, C. Coast redwood, or D. Sitka spruce? Comment your answer below. It's not the Douglas fir. Found throughout North America, it's a commercial favorite for lumber and can reach impressive heights of around 250 feet, but it doesn't come close to our record holder. It's not the giant sequoia. Though it's the largest tree by total volume, it's not the tallest. These California giants can grow over 300 feet tall and live for more than 3,000 years, but they're built for bulk, not height. Think you're 7% club material? Subscribe and prove it tomorrow. And it's not the Sitka spruce. Native to the Pacific Northwest, this coastal conifer is one of the tallest spruces in the world, occasionally topping 300 feet, but it still can't match the true skyscraper of the forest. The correct answer is the coast redwood, also known as Hyperion. Discovered in 2006 in California's Redwood National Park, Hyperion stands at 380.1 feet, 116 meters tall, taller than the Statue of Liberty. These redwoods thrive in the foggy, humid climate of the Pacific coast, which helps them grow taller than any other tree species on Earth. The exact location of Hyperion is kept secret to protect it from damage, but it remains a living record breaker. A natural skyscraper of the forest. Missed this one? Catch today's question. Links pinned in the comments.
Number 9.
Only 4% of people get this right. Which fruit is on top of the Wimbledon trophy? Is it A, an apple, B, a pineapple, C, a pear, or D, grapes? Comment your answer below. It's not a pear. Pears show up in plenty of traditional artwork and coats of arms, but they have no historic connection to Wimbledon. Elegant? Yes, but not the fruit sitting at the top of tennis's most famous prize. It's not grapes, even though they're a classic symbol of royalty and were often used in old European designs. Grapes don't appear on top of the Wimbledon trophy. The All England Club went with something a little more exotic and a lot more surprising. Think you're 7% club material? Subscribe and prove it tomorrow. And it's not an apple, despite its perfect shape and symbolism in everything from mythology to modern tech logos. The apple doesn't crown the trophy. The real answer is a fruit few people associate with tennis at all. The correct answer is a pineapple. Yes, an actual pineapple tops the Wimbledon Gentlemen's Singles Trophy. It dates back to the 1800s, when pineapples were rare, expensive, and considered a luxury item representing wealth and hospitality. The tradition stuck, and today one of the world's most prestigious sports trophies still features a tropical fruit right on top. Missed this one? Catch today's question. Links pinned in the comments.
Number 8.
Only 4% of people get this right. Who played Jack in Titanic? Was it A. Brad Pitt, B. Matt Damon, C. Leonardo DiCaprio, or D. Tom Cruise? Comment your answer below. It's not Brad Pitt, although he was a major 90s heartthrob and starred in huge films like Seven and Legends of the Fall. He wasn't the one who brought Jack Dawson to life on the Titanic. His career was booming at the time, but this iconic role wasn't his. It's not Tom Cruise. He dominated the 90s box office with movies like Jerry Maguire and Mission Impossible. But he wasn't attached to Titanic, and the role of Jack wasn't written with him in mind. His action-heavy persona didn't match the film's romantic tone. Think you're 7% club material? Subscribe and prove it tomorrow. And it's not Matt Damon. He was just breaking into stardom around that time with Good Will Hunting. While Damon became one of Hollywood's biggest names, Titanic wasn't part of his early career. The correct answer is Leonardo DiCaprio. His portrayal of Jack Dawson turned him into a global superstar and helped Titanic become one of the highest-grossing movies ever made. His chemistry with Kate Winslet, the charisma of the character, and the film's emotional impact made this one of the most memorable roles of the 90s, and cemented DiCaprio as a Hollywood legend. Missed this one? Catch today's question. Links pinned in the comments.
Number 7.
Only 4% of people get this right. What does a Geiger counter detect? Is it A, heat, B, radiation, C, pressure, or D, sound? Comment your answer below. It's not sound. Even though Geiger counters make the famous clicking noise, that sound is only a signal produced by the device itself. The clicks aren't what it's detecting, they're just how it alerts you to something else entirely. It's not pressure. Geiger counters don't measure air pressure or physical force. They aren't used for weather, altitude, or mechanical stress. Their purpose has nothing to do with how much force is applied to an environment or object. Think you're 7% club material? Subscribe and prove it tomorrow. And it's not a heat. These devices don't measure temperature or thermal changes. They won't register hot surfaces, cold environments, or any kind of heat transfer. They're designed for something far more specific and far more dangerous. The correct answer is radiation. A Geiger counter detects ionizing radiation, like alpha, beta, and gamma particles. When radiation hits the gas inside the tube of the device, it creates an electrical pulse, and that pulse becomes the click you hear. It's a crucial tool in nuclear science, medicine, and safety. Missed this one? Catch today's question. Links pinned in the comments.
Number 6.
Only 4% of people get this right. Which animal has the strongest bite force? Is it A, the lion, B, a great white shark, C, a crocodile, or D, a gorilla? Comment your answer below. It's not a gorilla. Despite their incredible strength, gorillas rely more on raw muscle than bite power. Their jaws are strong for chewing tough plants, but they don't come close to the top contenders when it comes to bite force. It's not a lion. Lions have a powerful bite designed to kill prey efficiently, and they're apex predators for a reason. But compared to the absolute maximum bite force measured in the animal kingdom, even a lion falls short. Think you're 7% club material? Subscribe and prove it tomorrow. And it's not a great white shark. This is a very popular guess because sharks have terrifying teeth and incredible hunting abilities. While their bite is extremely effective, their power comes more from sharp teeth and motion than sheer crushing force. The correct answer is a crocodile. Crocodiles hold the record for the strongest bite force ever measured, with some species exceeding 3,700 pounds per square inch. Their jaws are built purely for power, allowing them to crush bone with ease, making them the undisputed champions of bite force in the animal world. Missed this one? Catch today's question. Links pinned in the comments.
Number 5.
Only 4% of people get this right. What is the smallest sovereign country in the world? Is it A, Monaco, B, San Marino, C, Vatican City, or D, Liechtenstein? Comment your answer below. It's not Monaco. Though it's tiny at just over 0.7 square miles, it's actually the second smallest country on Earth. Famous for luxury, yachts, and the Monaco Grand Prix, it packs over 36,000 people per square mile, making it the most densely populated nation, but not the smallest. It's not San Marino. Located in northern Italy, San Marino is one of the world's oldest republics, dating back to the year 301 AD. It's small, about 24 square miles, but that's still roughly 100 times larger than the real answer. Think you're 7% club material? Subscribe and prove it tomorrow. And it's not Liechtenstein. This alpine microstate sits between Switzerland and Austria. It's beautiful and tax-friendly, but at nearly 62 square miles, it's far too large to take the crown for smallest country. The correct answer is Vatican City, an independent city-state entirely surrounded by Rome. Vatican City is home to the Pope and serves as the spiritual and administrative center of the Roman Catholic Church. It has its own passports, currency, and post office, all within an area smaller than New York's Central Park. Despite having fewer than 1,000 residents, its influence stretches worldwide. Missed this one? Catch today's question. Links pinned in the comments.
Number 4.
Only 4% of people get this right. Which ancient empire built the city of Persepolis? Is it A, the Greek, B, the Persian, C, the Roman, or D, the Babylonian? Comment your answer below. It's not the Roman Empire. That came centuries later, known for its grand cities, aqueducts, and roads stretching across Europe and North Africa. Rome and Persepolis never coexisted in their prime. It's not the Greek Empire, though they were famous for cities like Athens and Sparta and gave us philosophers like Plato and Aristotle. The Greeks never built Persepolis. In fact, Alexander the Great of Greece was the one who later burned Persepolis to the ground. And it's not the Babylonian Empire. They were based in Mesopotamia and built the famous Hanging Gardens of Babylon, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. The correct answer is the Persian Empire. Founded by Darius the Great, Persepolis was designed to impress visiting dignitaries with its massive terraces, intricate carvings, and towering columns. The city symbolized Persian power and unity, serving as a ceremonial capital where rulers celebrated Nowruz, the Persian New Year. Though Alexander the Great's army destroyed much of it in 330 BC, the ruins still stand today in modern-day Iran, a haunting reminder of the empire's grandeur and influence.
Number 3.
Only 4% of people get this right. What planet has the most moons? Is it A, Jupiter, B, Mars, C, Neptune, or D, Saturn? Comment your answer below. It's not Mars. It just has 2 tiny moons, Phobos and Deimos, which are thought to be captured asteroids. It's not Jupiter. While it held the record for decades, new discoveries in recent years have revealed more moons orbiting Saturn. And it's not Neptune. It only has 14 known moons, with Triton being the largest and most famous. The correct answer is Saturn. With 145 confirmed moons, it currently holds the record for the most moons in our solar system, from the massive Titan to dozens of small, icy bodies orbiting its rings.
Number 2.
Only 2% of people get this right. What part of the cell produces energy? Is it A, the nucleus, B, the ribosome, C, the mitochondria, or D, the cytoplasm? Comment your answer below. It's not the nucleus. That's the command center of the cell, storing DNA and controlling which genes get turned on or off. But it doesn't generate energy itself. It's not the ribosome. Those tiny structures are like the cell's factories, building proteins that keep the cell running, but they don't provide the power. Think you're 7% club material? Subscribe and prove it tomorrow. And it's not the cytoplasm. That's the jelly-like substance filling the cell, where many chemical reactions take place, but it's more of a workspace than an energy source. The correct answer is the mitochondria. These bean-shaped organelles take nutrients like glucose and oxygen and convert them into ATP, adenosine triphosphate, the molecule that powers nearly every process in your body. Fun fact, mitochondria have their own DNA, separate from the cell's nucleus, which suggests they were once independent organisms billions of years ago before forming a partnership with larger cells. In other words, they're ancient power plants that evolved to live inside us, fueling every heartbeat, breath, and thought you have. Missed this one? Catch today's question. Links pinned in the comments.
Number 2.
Only 4% of people get this right. Which is the least densely populated country in the world? Is it A, Mongolia, B, Namibia, C, Australia, or D, Canada? Comment your answer below. Before we dive in, shout out to the viewer who mentioned Greenland. You're absolutely right that it has a lower population density than any country on Earth. But since Greenland is a territory of Denmark, not a sovereign nation, it doesn't qualify for this question. Great catch, though. It's not Canada. While it's massive and filled with wilderness, it still has around 4 people per square kilometer, most living along the US border. Beautifully empty in parts, but not quite the emptiest. It's not Namibia. Home to the Namib Desert and vast open landscapes, it has just 3 people per square kilometer, tying closely with Australia. Think you're 7% club material? Subscribe and prove it tomorrow. And it's not Australia. With deserts, outback plains, and coastal cities, it also averages about 3 people per square kilometer. That's sparse, but not record-breaking. The correct answer is Mongolia. With endless steppes and rugged mountains, Mongolia averages just 2 people per square kilometer, making it the least densely populated sovereign country in the world. Known for nomadic traditions and wide open skies, it's one of the few places on Earth where you can still travel for hours without seeing another person. Missed this one? Catch today's question. Links pinned in the comments. So, how many did you get right? Season 1 is officially complete, and Season 2 is on the way. New daily questions, new challenges, same goal. Join the 7% Club. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.